30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. First carry, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Hines, and an alley to run, and all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, it's Hines, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And his kick is right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st down, it's Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Hines fighting him off. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He finds Beckham complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a give, right side. Hines, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Naeem Hines, 43 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You don't want none, baby.
Here's Johnson. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The stop made by Myles Garrett.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
Let's get it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Quit talking about it.
Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it with Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Big ass, big ass, big ass. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. First down, Mariota. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like
and a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Hines. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
On the play. It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run with Hines. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go to Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota to throw it this time. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They run again on first down. Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. Got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. On first down, Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Mariota. It's caught. Beckham. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Mariota. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try to run this one in, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is running.